uliza Ruto tu kitu moja. Vile tulielewana ulifanya na vile unafanya tulielewana. Hiyo tu.
Nataka muone an obedient servant of the West. Mr. Kasongo Mobali Nangai. Venye alikuwa ajipendekeza to the oppressor. France, Macron, the Macron guy. Yeah? Ati anamwambia kuja atembee Kenya, ati anampe coffee entity.
Merci beaucoup. Merci. Sorry. This is Kenyan tea for you, Kericho Gold. A nice tea. I've got something for you also here. You know the migration? Wildebeest migration with crocodiles, and this is a yearly phenomenon between Kenya and Tanzania. Somewhere for your desk. And then when in the afternoon you can take some coffee. It will help you not to sleep.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you
very much.
Alafu Ruto akiambiwa hivyo anapata makasiriko. Mbona anaenda kujipendekeza kwa watu? Mbona aenda ape president kama wa Senegal? Unaona? Mtu kama nani wa Morocco kuminvite, you know? Mtu president wa South Africa. Like to encourage. Say anaenda ati kuinvite country ambayo the economy is collapsing. Because the Sahel wamemfukuza. Sasa huyu ndo unakuja kuinvite like hey. Alafu akiambiwa yeye ni darling of the West anakasirika. Like he should accept it. He's a puppet and he's working for those people. And anajaribu like I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You saw him handing that tea to Macron again. Again, it's Africa's pride. Tea is our pride, you know. After all, Kenya is one of the largest tea exporters in the world. If you are shocked about coffee, wait until you get shocked now about tea. They'll tell us tea is our jewel, our green gold. But just like coffee, once you peel off this glossy wrapper, the truth is very bitter. Kenya earns more in tea than in coffee. We actually earn about 1.2 to 1.3 billion a year from tea exports. That is nearly 4 times what coffee gives us, right? Again, your politicians will go and they will use this figure as a success. They'll tell you this is proof of success. But this is what they will not tell you. The wealth will not stay with the people who actually touch the tea. Because who really owns Kenya's tea? Who owns Kenya's tea? If you are in Bomet, Kericho or Nandi, please tell me who owns those tens of thousands of hectares of tea. Are they not controlled by multinationals? Unilever Tea, now a Cathedral, James Finley, you guys, this is very familiar. Which this group was recently acquired by a private equity group, but still foreign owned. Williamson Tea. Me, I'm looking for a Cheptang Tea or Kosgei Tea. Where is it? Kenya's tea is actually owned by multinationals. And these companies were born out of colonial land grabs. Land where communities, especially the Kipsigis and Talai, were displaced. To this day, descendants of those families still demand compensation. Even in the UN, there is a matter where these communities are demanding compensation for the land that was stolen from their ancestors. Yet, funny thing, these estates continue remaining under foreign hands, and their profits are wired abroad. I swear I want to repeat the same thing about coffee. Most Kenyan tea still leaves the country raw. And then they will sell it through Mombasa Tea Auction, which is the largest in the world, where middlemen and brokers, the exporters will scoop it up, blend it, and ship it overseas. And once again, Kenya is exporting leaves. Well, the real money will be made in London, Dubai, Moscow, all those other places where they do the blending, the branding, and retail. And numbers don't lie. A kilo of black Kenyan tea, they call this the CTC tea, at the auction will sell for about $5 to $10. Then go and do what we did with coffee, brand it and retail it in a supermarket in Europe. That same kilo will earn you $20 to $30. Now, do the same thing with coffee, brew it in cups, have people, I'm drinking Kenyan tea. It's good. Have you tried? Have you tried Kenyan tea? In it. Man, I'm not even sure whether this is that great coffee I'm drinking. At this rate, I just think all the nice things leave. And as we get mabakisho. But again, do the same things. You brew this coffee and this tea, put them into cups, sell them in these, I don't want to name names, but you guys, where you go and get your coffee and tea from. And just a kilo of us doing this, or give me some black tea. Yeah. You put it there. A kilo gives these people again another $120. So we are here celebrating 1.2 billion in export earnings. But if we processed and branded the tea here, this tea could easily bring us 6 to 8 billion USD. That is the money we are giving away every single year. And also now, okay, so we get our 1.2 billion. How many of that trickles down to the farmers? Peanuts. Smallholder farmers under the Kenya Tea Development Agency, KTDA, often they will earn less than 20 shillings per kilo of green leaf after deductions. You are still deducting. Some will also receive the annual bonuses so small that it cannot even cover school fees for their children. And you know what? When I was talking to a couple of farmers yesterday, they were telling me, Lynn, Kenyans are blinded by bonuses. Someone learns that they are going to receive a bonus of like 10K. My friend, they forget the value addition. So here we are celebrating bonuses that are just peanuts. Meanwhile, the multinationals are reporting profits in tens of millions of dollars. Even worse, labor on the big tea estates has been marred by scandals, from low wages to reports of sexual exploitation of women workers. You watched that documentary by BBC? You watched that? So, while the world is out here sipping Kenyan tea with elegance, the very people who pick it continue living in poverty, often without basic dignity. And here is where the government fails. Instead of aggressively pushing Kenyan branded tea into global markets, it continues to defend the auction system that keeps farmers at the bottom. Instead of breaking up the monopolies, it bends to their power, to their colonizers. Instead of our own governments building factories that package, brand, and market our own tea globally, it will settle for exporting bulk in raw materials and then come and call this success. So let's be brutally honest here. Kenya does not export tea. Kenya exports poverty, dressed up as tea. We said the numbers here might look a bit shiny, 1.2 billion. But the wealth is captured abroad. What could have been schools, hospitals, jobs, and dignity is brewed in cups of teas in these countries, leaving us crumbs behind for the farmers in these places. So, when Ruto once again gifts Macron a packet of Kenya's tea, this is not a gift of pride. It is a reminder of how Kenya still plays the same role it did under the colonial rule. What did we say? Supply the raw materials. Well, someone else is out there cashing in on the final product. We will not rejoice. Kenya and coffee stopped being our pride long time ago. Long time ago. And it's disappointing, guys.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go. Like yesterday. Bye.
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda, so kanapenda toto chupa na haga nono.
Madam na kudai, umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai. Una dance fit, unawacha nikismile. Ama niko high, jua life is nice.
Kono moja mbele, gine yende rembe. Pile up, yoni.
Enyewe, Ruto must go. Enyewe, Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go. Enyewe, Ruto must go. Wash fire, Ruto must go. Enyewe, Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go.